Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel.
I'm Ashton, and I'm transgender. This is me. This is my life. I'm not going anywhere.
If you're just here for the first time, I talked briefly before about my kids. This channel's called Transparently because I'm transgender and I'd like you to meet my kids. So, let me introduce you to the kids. This is Heath and Gabriel. Say hi. Hi! So guys, I wanted to ask you, what do you think about everything?
You turned into a boy.
Is what I'm doing, does it confuse you?
No. It's not confusing.
For those of you who are wondering how I came about having children, I had kids before I transitioned. So I did birth them myself. I carried them in the womb for 9 months. I'm so glad I got to experience that. Honestly, all my life I wanted to have kids. I feel lucky that I had the opportunity. Even though I always did want to transition, and like I said before, I was naive and thought that you had to get bottom surgery if you were going to transition, and I actually figured out quite late that you didn't. So I was naive for a very long time. So I was in an 8-year relationship, and these relationships all with men, because I am gay. I have always been into men, and I'm still into men. So yeah, but I was in an 8-year relationship and ended up having 4 kids, though 2 are now surviving, and they are 7 and 9 years old. I'm no longer with their father. We separated before I transitioned, and that was about 2 years ago. I was just going to delve into who I always felt I was, and I felt like it needed to be done. I didn't separate with my ex because of that. We separated for very different reasons. Yeah, so now it's just my 2 boys and I. Let's talk kids. As far as them understanding what's going on, they do understand it, and they do have an awareness of what transgender is. They understand most of it. They understand heterosexual, and I've always been with men, so they understand that 2 guys can be together or 2 girls can be together. In terms of my kids' personalities, my oldest Heath, he's more quiet, but he's definitely a boy's boy. He's a boy, you know. My youngest, Gabriel, he's more feminine. He's funny. He's out there, and he just speaks. He is the one who brings up my transitioning all the time. He'll crack jokes at it, and he'll make comments. Sometimes I have to be like, all right, okay, tone it down. We're in public, you know. Yeah, they're honestly they're so cool with it, you know. In their head, they don't see it as something wrong or something bad, you know. It's just I'm their parent, you know, and I love them, and they know that. Now, when it comes to the raising kids, oh my god. First of all, it is the hardest job on this planet. Especially when you have 2 boys that are a year and a half apart. Yeah. Right now, they're 7 and 9. We're talking attitude, injury, Oh my God, it's like, yeah, enough to drive someone crazy. I'm glad I'm an EMT because I have treated so much of their injuries that they would have otherwise had to go to the hospital for. So, uh, that's really, really helpful. But as far as the kids accepting that I am transitioning, they totally accept it. They're totally okay with it. They're just going with it. As far as the kids' friends go, they're also quite young as well, and a lot of them did know me when before I transitioned, and their parents obviously they knew me before I transitioned and everything. So um, I'm so surprised how accepting everyone is, and of course I'm an open book, so I'm always, when they have questions, they know that it's okay to ask me, and I'm always okay to answer any questions. Of course, I'm never offended by any of them. Sometimes people don't even know that some questions they ask could be offensive. They have no idea. So yeah, I never jump at anyone or say, hey, you know what, you shouldn't be asking that, um, unless they have a tone. Then that's a little bit different. But in general, my kids, their friends, they don't talk about it to them. There's never any issues at school. Their teachers and everything, they all know, um, and they all know that the kids refer to me as mom still. Um, I might call the school, and because the kids refer to me as mom, the teacher, they'll go to the kids and say, "Hey, your mom's here." Um, Even though when they talk to me on the phone, they're using he/him pronouns. They're treating me how I wish to be treated, which is a blessing, really. One thing I find interesting and kind of funny sometimes, uh, and also uncomfortable. So it's a whole lot. See, I have to really gauge uh, what is appropriate for the kids and what is my comfort level. So in their eyes, I'm still mom. That's their choice if they want to. If they're comfortable calling me mom, then I let them. But when we're in public, sometimes it can be it can be strange. A lot of people their their heads do turn. Their heads do turn, and because the kids are calling me mom, and it's not like they're correcting themselves. Like, oops, I accidentally called dad mom. They're like, mom, mom, mom. And these people are looking at me like, uh, you don't look like a mom. So, or they're just genuinely confused and just whatever. But yeah, a lot of heads do turn, and for me sometimes it does it messes with the dysphoria a bit, but I have to look past that, because my kids' comfort is more important than my own comfort. So if they feel more comfortable calling me mom in public, and I'm going to be uncomfortable for that little bit of time, then that's the way it is. I'm going to deal with that, and I'm okay with it. Now, that doesn't mean that I'm okay with other people misgendering me or not using the right pronouns. If you are aware of what you're doing, then out of respect, I would hope that you would refer to me as the gender I identify as, and using the right pronouns as well. As well, kids, sometimes they just forget. There are some situations where the kids call me dad, sometimes because they want to, and other times because it's fun to them. So it is what it is, and I'm okay with it. Once they hit a certain age, we'll base everything off of their comfort. They will decide whether they feel they need to call me dad in public. So whenever that is, it's all good. I have not had bottom surgery. And where I'm going with this is, if I meet a guy one day and he wants to have biological children, I want to be able to give him that. And I am actually okay with getting pregnant again. It would be very strange, and it would probably mess with me and give me some dysphoria and stuff like that. But I would want to give him that option.
You're like, all right, well, all right, get back in. Go on, go, 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 go.